Hey everybody, welcome back for level 21 of the Abyss, but before we move on, I went ahead and cleared the inventory, but I did keep a couple of things, right? So this is the ring we found, -2 from enemies and 14 to vitality. How could I pass that up, right? So chances are I'm going to go ahead and replace the ring of XP when I need to, so this is definitely a ring worth holding on to. And as far as the Flora goes, I had an opportunity to speak with Griswold, and to him, Flora is worth 3,000 gold pieces. Ooh, look at this. This does look shady.
May the spirit of Arcane protect me.
I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what king he's talking about. I know that we have King Leoric, and he was a mad king because he couldn't find his son Albrecht. He went and slaughtered a bunch of people, right? So I don't know if I want him protecting me. Let's go ahead and see what kind of enemies we are up against and how hard they hit. Okay, so right off the bat, I have the wrong weapon. They do hit hard. I hit harder because we're sweet. Searing Field. I have no idea what that is. It sounds like fire. Oh, being around him hurts me with fire. That's actually a pretty cool effect. I like that they did that. And you know what that means? Instead of the XP ring, that means we get to go ahead and put on the fire resist ring. So that's something worth noting as well. Just keep stuff in your inventory with high resistances because you don't know what you're going to be up against, what kind of random roll pool of enemies you're going to be up against, right? And just, you know, go have fun, kick butt. Hopefully you don't get overwhelmed. I hope that your build is working out better than mine was when I first played. Oh boy, we got goats. What's my lightning resist? 52? Uh-oh, I hit the wrong button. Let's see, do I have enough time to swap it on? Yes. Yes, I do. Okay, so at this time it looks like we're gonna have to forego on the XP to handle this level. I know you guys are thinking, about time. And then there you are playing your characters with all the XP gear, like, nah, I just want to give them a hard time. There's a little doorway over here, we're going to check this out. Huh. That's a great little kite area as long as there's not too many enemies. Well, look at that. Blaze Rock. Extras? Tough. Okay, so tough just tells me that he's got physical damage reduction. Which is good that we went ahead and beefed ourselves up. I don't like that he's got knockback. I don't want to be bombarded. Which is exactly what's happening. Okay, hold on. So I didn't want to exhaust our life pool with all of our potions and having no money pretty much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the door and then I'm going to run into a corner. I'm sure we'll be fine. This corner right here on the map. Let's go ahead and try this again. So it's not lightning enemies. I know, I'm going to put on the demon ring. Uh-oh. Sometimes it'll click. When you click off to the side, it kind of backfires and you go out of the corner, which is what was happening. Yes. So regardless of what I would have liked to have happened, we are certainly exhausting. Okay. Give me one moment. Let's try this one more time. We're going to go ahead and try to be prepared this time. Let's go ahead and save. We've got our Fury ready to go, and now I'm going to go ahead and run over to right in here because I can't go down right, but I might be able to
get there from here.
It kicked me out. Okay, so that plan backfired, but it's good that we're trying to solve our problem as quickly as possible. And we may have figured it out. If he's going to approach me anytime soon, that would be great. Because my fury is limited. Hopefully this guy doesn't knock me back, of course. Of course he did. Come on, critical hits, land those critical hits. You got him. Excellent work, excellent job, everybody. They call them Cryptstone. Something happened. Something knocked me out of the way. Okay, so not a bad fight. That worked out really well. Seriously? A ring mail. I remember that from Diablo 1 back in the day. But what does this do? 35. Hey, you know what? It's going to be worth money. I'm not going to be able to use it for a while. Might be worth putting in the stash. We'll have to see what it does. Too bad it's not rare. It'd be sweet if it was unique, right? Because it's been a while. I suppose if I ask myself the question, would I rather have uniques later in the game or up front? I would probably rather have them up front, because later in the game you kind of adapted to your playstyle and enchanted enough that it would be hard to replace, in theory. Book of Elemental. This is one of the most expensive books you can buy. I think it was for 25 to 35,000 from the Witch, so we're definitely going to get some money from her. Before we move on, let's see what the magics do. So the shield is nothing special. 14 to strength. Hey, that's cool for a stat, but no thanks. The armor, 5 to stun threshold. That's cool. I think you can actually add some perks into your stun, which would be nice for those leeches. I might consider that too. Again, there are a lot of perks that are worth putting points into, and then they're so limited. And then when you look over at the synergies, you're like, well, I would love to have this, but there's almost no point. Because then you wouldn't be able to capitalize on your synergies. I wasn't thinking straight, and I parked myself in a corner. That was a bad idea. Quite the mixed monster types we have here. Poof Razor. I like the name. I like Poof. Okay, so not a bad fight. I saw serrated something. Hopefully it's the next tier when it comes to weapons, like for the sword. Ooh, look at that. It looks pretty sweet. But is it 8 to 20, 278% damage to demons, physical damage? Wow, I already have a demon weapon, but this is definitely going to be worth something. At least, hopefully, at least 400 gold pieces. Again, we don't want the shield, so I toss that on the ground. So far, I like this place, but I have to like get very far in the game to get here. Satyr, Lord. Thank you for the money, buddy. A bat? Down here? Oh, yeah, all types of things sometimes. We seem to be doing really good damage, enough that we can kind of put ourselves out there and see what happens. Unless we get the variation of monster types. That's going to cause us to take some steps back. I did realize that I had removed my resistance for fire. I knew it was a bad idea, but I mean, once I made the mistake, I couldn't go back. If that shot an arrow, there's no way that I can see it down here. It is so dark. That's a lot of lightning resist. That's pretty cool. we did find a better shield, in my opinion, than the infantry shield, and we couldn't use it. I'm thinking it's because we don't have a lot of dexterity, which again, right, I would love to be able to get the synergy point into an extra ability so that we can start putting it into dexterity. That fire hurts a lot. And what is my resist? It's 85. So they must be casting Fireball. Or Fire Blast. Not entirely sure, but damn. Grimflare? I'm gonna have to pull him back after I pick up the book. Because you know what? I might be able to use these pillars as a blind spot to kind of lure him and then get behind him, like flank him, and then put him in a corner or something. And it worked. Now I feel bad that I put lightning on this blade because I feel like nobody has that as a vulnerability. So much for having like a lightsaber, right? Hey, check that out. Wow. 9 to resist all and -5 from enemies. Undoubtedly going to get some money from that. Hopefully another 400 or 500 gold pieces. Oh. Just a door, huh? Great vantage point. And look at all that. Look at all those books. Oh, come on. There's got to be some cool books in there. I'm hoping for a book of healing because I think the witch sells it for roughly 4,000 gold pieces. And I only need my healing to be level 2 in order to put another synergy into Blood Thievery and get the most out of our healing spells. For what was it? 65% recovery instead of 30. Pretty massive jump. In my opinion. Oh boy, there's more. I wasn't terribly nervous, I just didn't expect that. Thank y'all for your stuff. Library book. Ew, a relic. A relic. I saw a wave force. It sounds like Star Wars. I can do sing. Okay, so, we're actually going to check that out, because in theory we talked about, seeing on the other side of the wall. We'll see how useful that is, if that's what it is. What about phasing? No. Book of Town Portal. Going to keep that. And a Book of Lightning Ring. We are going to make some money. And then we're probably going to spend a lot of money to repair, so I don't know how to feel right now. Dodge the arrow on accident, I'll admit it. Aha, see, this is what the seeing does. So you can see that we have what... Okay, you know what, so I can see what this would be useful. At least you know what type you're going to be up, so you can prepare yourself. Because there's a group of them, I'm going to go ahead and slide on one of the XP rings. And it looks like an upside down shrine. Right when I take off the fire ring, right? What is it gonna do? Thou shall kill. Crit chance bless. Okay, 12% chance to crit. I'm down for that. Just gonna hang around the corner, slowly work my way back. I did not know there would be lava guys, and they have knockback. I don't know if you caught that. Hate knockback. Looks like there is a unique in there. Let's see if I can get away with healing spells. Kinda? If he hits me again, I'll go ahead and... Yeah, I didn't have a choice. Tried to avoid using the potion, but I lucked out. I guess the good news is when you kill unique, traditionally they seem to drop a health and not a potion for the sake of just general recovery. Can't complain about that. Alright, so we did good. We switched up our rings and stuff. Got the most out of it. I know I didn't really organize very well. The good news is we can just kind of save and reload the game if we don't like what we pick up to help manage our inventory. Okay, so we already know these gloves are crap. Lightning resist, they're not bad as far as resistance goes, but they're both not going to sell for anything substantial. We'll keep it for the tough fights. Oh my goodness. I wasn't even paying attention over there. I thought the fight was over. Yes, I know we can see on the other side of the wall, but I still thought it was like over. Hopefully for the whole level. Nope, it's over. That noise, I don't know if you heard it, but I guess it's over. Respawn one of the blast. Stupid bats. Gotcha. When you thought everything was okay. So we don't know if it's going to be worth anything. I hope it is because we made space for it. I think so. For 17-2 dexterity, I think it's at least going to touch above 100. What is there, just one in this big room at this point? Thanks for the money. A diamond. Ooh. How much money do we have now? Probably enough for a repair bill if we're lucky. Until we sell some of the books. I suppose this would be the place to farm then.
Too much baggage.
Always too much. Okay, what are we gonna throw in the ground for the identify? Probably the mana is what I was going to say. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. You know what? We legitimately have to go to town.
Greetings!
Let's make some money. Gone, gone. I suppose I'll hold on to these. Book of Inferno, gone. Force Wave. It's a pretty decent amount, 468 gold pieces. Lightning Ring, 625. Town Portal. I will keep the Town Portal just because, again, the more times you relearn a spell, the less mana is required to cast it. The more magic's required to learn it, the less mana to cast it. And Elemental, 812. Okay, good. I feel a lot better with the amount of money we have now. Oh, and the fluorite. How could I have forgotten about that? I'm gonna go ahead and knock out this level. I'm gonna take the Morganite, which was worth, I think, 500. Did I pronounce that right? Morganite. Sure. I think so. I don't remember. Yeah, I didn't do that. I didn't kill all these people. Look at that. A battle shield, just like we were talking about. And it's white. Oh boy, this is exciting. How much money we got again? Not enough to go through a full 5 affixes? Not roughly 1,600. What is that? So 5 by... So right off the bat, we have to spend 5,000 for 5 properties, and then an additional 6 by 3. So 8,000. It's going to cost us right now for a tier 4 enchant, 5 properties. It's going to cost us 8,000 minimum. Probably going to have to get my caffeine fix too, make a little espresso. Yeah, if you guys see me drinking a lot of coffee, love coffee. Tell me what your favorite is in the comments. can't see the screen. That's okay, we'll just bait him back. That was a very, very bad, very piss poor start. Oh, come on, buddies. So I did notice that when you are fighting projectiles, sometimes they just hit you from the other side of the door, but if you stand off to the side, right, 90-degree angle, or not quite a 90-degree angle, but just, you know, walk 45 degrees to the side, hopefully it's enough to bait them on over. Looks like something special in there, but that doesn't look like a treasure chest. Looks like a stone. But I can't touch it. Or maybe I have to open the door. Huh. If I'm not able to figure out what the quest is, if this has anything to do with the quest, because this room is very odd to think that there are no monsters in it, and then this just looks completely different, I'm definitely going to read online, and I'm just going to capture the video feed in a separate video. Wait a second, why are there 3 ways? I came in here, and I found the way down, so... Wait, no, I came in here. What's going on? I think I came in here, I wandered through... I found the way down, and then I saw this, and I thought it was the way up. Okay, so before we leave, we are definitely going to have to figure out what's going on in this map. I know it's the first level. I mean, okay, so it's 21, but it's like a new chapter of levels. I have no idea where I am right now, but if they give me a way up, I don't even know where that would put me in the town. Hopefully not far from, like, the center part of town. Sounded like unique out there somewhere. Ah. Oh, look at that. Another white armor. Oh boy. That looks like it's worth holding on to. 37, -4 from enemies, 12 to 19 melee damage resistance, 4 to 7%. It's a little low, maybe, on the arrow damage resistance. But, definitely an upgrade. Again, I don't know how long it's going to be till I can wear something like that. But things are not too bad right now. Cloth belt in this place? That's a bummer. I would rather take 20 gold. Just 20. Ugh. Oh, okay, so what? Are these like windows? Windows of opportunity for the enemy? I guess that works out for them. Was he just waiting for me to stop attacking? Like smart? Out of all the enemies, he seems like he would be the least smart. Oh my goodness, this bat. I'm gonna risk it. We got lucky. Well, let's find out what we have here. No. A lot of damage reduction, I imagine, for a specific damage monster type, but no thanks. Crap. Okay, so the far left one is going to damage the armor. I don't think I have to run too far away at this point. Try to get him quick enough. Man, those lava guys, they can like cat scratch you to death. You wouldn't think it when they're throwing fire and walking around disoriented, but when they get close, they pummel you. More books. Oh boy. What do we got going on up in this room? Oh, a relic. Bone spirit. That's gonna be worth something. Is this a door? No, it is not a door. The way the light hits this makes it look like a door, like a secret passage or something. And that is not the case. Also, these pillars kind of give that vibe as well. But when you look to the side, it looks like bookshelves? I'm not too sure. I don't know if I would call this... I don't know what to call this place. Well, let's go ahead and check out the southeast. See if there is a shortcut to go around the whole level. I hope there is. I don't have to walk all the way back. This is seemingly actually a big level. And then figure out what that way up is. Way up or way down. Maybe it's one of those side things. Side quest zones. Thanks for the money and the portal relic. A skeleton? Weak. Just one more bar, guys. One more bar. One more bar. Each bar is 10%. 10% to go. Anything clickable? Nope. I suppose what's on the other side. Lava people. Cryptstone Berserker. It's a place of ancient magic. It looks like it has a lot of books. What would we call this place? I'm not going to call it a library. It's too generic. This is definitely more important than that. A lot of spiritual denotation. Gargoyles and statues. It's like an underground cathedral. How about that? That had to have been a trap. That could have killed me right there on the spot. Jeez. An amulet. This could be pretty sweet. Ooh, look at that. Look at the way it looks. Resist acid and 11 to magic. Okay, we're definitely going to keep it for the sake of magic. Acid is just a bonus. Oh my goodness, they really are going to make me walk all the way back. Up to town. Oh. Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. Because there were two crypts that looked like that. I forgot. Every time I thought about this, I thought of the treasure map with Wirt, the Peg Leg Boy. Disused Relinquary. And what do they call this? The crypt. Come on, we're definitely going to refer to this as an underground cathedral as opposed to a crypt. Just because it's in a crypt. We're just about done. Let's go ahead and see what's in the corner. Could be a chest. Could be a unique mob. Could be a quest item. A unique mob, right? That's what we're talking about. I'm gonna go and hide. Got a bunch of King Leorics walking around. What's my damage pool? 180 to 189? and they still put up a good fight. I don't know what he's saying. Azurath? Is he saying Azurath? Death Guardian is what they call him. So he's accurate and he drains mana. I suppose I don't have to worry about that. Sargol, the Decapitator. Pretty intimidating. We almost got him. Come on. Wow. When they attack together, I feel like my life pool could drop by like 80-90% in one go. I didn't realize my fury disappeared. A thick cloak. Definitely worthwhile, in the sense that I have hopes it's better than it sounds. Oh, I'm gonna get you, Hellback, who left Hell to hang out in the crypt. Okay, so that concludes level 21 of the Crypt, or the Cathedral. We're going to call it the Cathedral. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you in the next video after I go to town for level 22. Peace. Hey guys, welcome back for level 22 of the Underground Cathedral. We've got 10% to go to hit the next level. Let's see if we can knock that out, put a point into synergy, and I don't know if there's a main campaign to this. Okay, so yeah, this must have been what the priest was talking about. Wait, no, he was talking about something in Hell. This, I read in the notes that this was part of the expansion since the last time we played. Let's get to the end and see what we're up against, because I don't know what this place is. Crap. Acid. That's super duper unfortunate. I do not want to deal with this. My acid resistance is 26. The boots are back in town. I don't want to have to go and get them. I'll do what I have to do. Bloodhorn. Okay, so they're a bunch of big babies. So I want to make sure we probably could replace the lightning resist with experience. And for the other ring, I'll probably keep it on max fire resistance for the moment. It's like there's an ancient god, an ancient beast down here based on the statues and everything. I wonder if the statues are what we have to fight. Again, I don't know how to zoom in, didn't care to look into that, but looks like another Anubis type character. And they gave us the way down. So we know that there is in fact another level. I'm not disappointed by that. I don't know how deep this game goes, but this is a lot longer than the original. I can say that much for sure. Are the other wizards going to go ahead and teleport right here too? Yes. He got away simply because of the wizard. Yeah, we're definitely going to keep the fire resistance on. The XP is not as much as I was hoping. I guess we just didn't get lucky on the magic pool. Wow, their magic damage is nuts. I think that thing that emits from them is called Flash, for warding off anyone who does physical damage. I think I used that as the wizard back in the day for Oblivion Knights in Hell. That does so much more damage than I would have guessed, and our magic resistance is 49. Would I ever consider replacing the magic for the belt temporarily? Yes. I'm not carrying any of that. We'll see if we can get through the level without having to restart and then put on the new gear. Of course, I wouldn't make you guys watch this whole thing. I'd have to remake the video. Amulet and a leather belt. Might as well take a quick peek while our life pool regenerates. Wow. Resist cold 54 that I don't care about, but still a lot, and hit points 44. So that's going to be worth something. And another cool looking amulet, but is garbage. Amulet of the Sun? No. I know back in the day they referred to those low attributes as the moon, so they just tweaked them a little bit. The Morning Star, 1 to 29. 1 to 29, wow. I don't know if there's anything I could do to increase the minimum damage output, but up to 29... I don't want to go out there and do lightning damage, right? I want damage up front. I want it to be guaranteed. I don't want to take the risk. It's like critical chance. It's an ugly way to do your fights, in my opinion. Unless it's a bow. And then you can just shoot them through... Are these windows? You can shoot them through windows. If the game fits anyway. I don't know if you can shoot... I saw him cast a fireball and it didn't look like it went through. I did not mean to pick that up. Well, no. Yes, I did. I saw the relic and I'm just so used to thinking, oh no, relics are all trash. My bad. I'm going to use this pillar as our friend. This sword we made from a while back, specifically for beasts, is working out really well still. Our old weapons are just phenomenal. Ooh, I don't like the wizards. I think he dropped the book. Maybe he did not. It's that flash, man. Okay, don't sneeze. Don't sneeze, Stern. Don't sneeze, Stern. Hold it back. Keep it together. Okay, I gotta retreat. I'm okay with that. The worst time to have to sneeze. Oh, that helped relieve some tension. Oh my goodness. I'll probably go back for the relic town portal over there. Oh, he's blocking the door. What a guy. What a friend. Time to see if there was actually a unique... There is. I gotta back out again. Okay, so I think it's pretty clear that they can't really cast through the window, so we would be able to cast. It's nice to know, just a little bit of details, just in case we create a new character and go through the game as a wizard. Aw, he's gonna bait me into a group of guys, I know it. His extra is armored, and honestly, I don't see it. He's getting hit, like, really hard. He had to teleport, like, right there at the end. I don't remember if this is another Morning Star. You know, for a wizard, I thought he would regenerate quicker than that. And he did not. I can't recall. Okay, so we know that the Morning Star is trash. The boots? The boots, unfortunately, are also trash. How disappointing. Just go ahead and keep those together as a friendly reminder. Don't touch them. Boiled leather. Yep, that's what I thought it was. It's been a while since we saw one of those. No thanks. We have... What do we have? When you enchant something, I think they take away the original name, so I guess I don't remember. Banded leather armor. Got it. No thanks on the helmet. We almost got that level. Got it. Fire resist, lightning resist. But do we need the lightning resist right now? I'd probably rather have more experience. Okay, so check this out. It looks like we have another room. There is something going on that we don't know about. And I think that light looks a little different than before. Earlier it was yellow, now it looks a little more orange. So there is definitely something going on. I want to say bile spitter, but bile, like stomach acid. Yeah, the next energy is definitely going to go into... What was it? Augmented healing? No. It was blood fever. Okay, you know what? So we actually have a good place to hide for this, in my opinion, and it's going to be right in this little chamber. Gonna go ahead and close the door. And open it. I don't like standing in the acid. They are susceptible to fire, so firewall would be great if I knew it. Okay, the plan is backfiring. They just hit too hard. I still don't think we're gonna have to go back to zero. Wow, I almost died. Took my hand completely off the keyboard. I am concerned at the moment. And I am no longer concerned. A turban helmet, huh? That sounds pretty cool. Sounds new, I'll tell you that. And now we depleted our life pool. But hey, we got 9,000 gold. Things are still looking up for us. We know we're going to keep the belt. And this, obviously we're going to keep this because it's rare. So let's see. Resist magic, 35. Stun, threshold, +3. Resist magic, 33. And 8 to 13 gold. It was looking pretty cool for the first two. And then everything just kind of flatlined. Of course I had to hit the bottom. Huh, we got lucky. We went to attack one and the other one spawned right next to him for some odd, unknown reason. We got lucky because none of the pots damaged our stuff. Quick attack. I think quick attack is worth something. So I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep the book. And let's see about the shield. 10 to strength. Wait. We got our level. You know what that means. As soon as this battle is over. Oh, things are gonna get serious. They don't even know what's about to happen to them. 2 into strength. Perk point into strong. Oh my goodness, I completely forgot. We needed 2 perk points into strong arm. I am so gonna have to grind for this. I guess, you know, we got more damage. I'm not gonna complain about that, but oh. Deep breath, a deep sigh. Scaled leather belt? That sounds cool. It sounds different. And it is. Look at that. 6 armor class, durability 22. This one is definitely going to be enchanted from our old belt. 1 to 2% additional melee damage resistance. Hard to pass that up. Vitality 64. Wow. See what I mean? When you're dumping all your stats into one main stat, this is where you have your short up-and-comings. But no harm in putting it away in the stash, right? Exciting and depressing. Ew. Ew. Why did I even pick that up? I should know better. Oh boy, we got another armor to enchant just in case. We already know where our stats are going to go, so I suppose I'll put it into strength. Okay, so look, they are shooting through the window, so I don't know. Maybe it depends on the spell or the enemy. Maybe they get to do things that we can't do. Again, speaking on behalf of we played a wizard. Oh no. Oh no. We are not prepared for this. I'm clicking. Man, the repair bill. Ugh. Bad idea. Bad time to look. And there wasn't even a unique in there, surprisingly enough. Check this out. Looks like we found a room full of books. Let's see. Healing, Fury, Firewall, Lightning Wall. Nope. I hate it when they put them side by side. They're hard to distinguish. Book of Bone Spirit. Oh, I see. Okay, so that's what the pillars mean. They act as a bookshelf, and everything else is just like, who knows what it could be. Ooh, a shrine. Please give me strength. What once was open, now is closed. Don't you dare close the door. I don't know what that means. 103, 13, 48, 44. Nothing there. Let's go ahead and load and see if we can see anything else change. I got nothing. But as long as they didn't take away from my stats, then I don't really care. That's probably a bad idea. Wow, I'm getting lucky, huh? Yeah, I figured as much. Unique would probably be the one to put me down. Not to worry, because we saved. So here at this point, we know that we're going to have to go back to town. Might as well get that out of the way, clear out the inventory, buy some health potions, and head back down. Here we go. Wait. That's right. Put it on. Don't forget to put on the boots. In my opinion, this is already off to a better start. If you ain't gonna attack me, I am definitely going to heal. We got 10 seconds roughly on Fury. Ooh, I made a mistake. Much better so far. We pretty much only used the holy water so far. I'm sure we're gonna have to spend some money in repair bills, but as long as we can continue to progress, I don't care. Thank you for the armor. If that was a trap and it took out my belt, I would have been so upset. Sure. I was wondering what that was. It's like, what is that? I don't remember fighting that in this level. Again, this is where Stone Curse would be super useful. They can't do anything. They're just, as it sounds, they're just a statue. You can just wail on them until they're dead. And they can't cast spells, they can't heal, they can't leech anything. As far as I know, they can't do any of their AoE type damage stuff. One of them. What about now? Hopefully there's not a bunch of enemies. That's what I was kind of nervous about. But only kind of, because now we have the acid resist boots. Lucky. Okay, so things got a lot worse. Hopefully the wizards just kind of back off, and they did not. They all knew exactly what to do. To the death. Okay, so not terrible. It looked pretty bad at first, I'll admit that. Luckily we stacked up our resistances. Oh, look at that, they opened the door. Okay, I have to run away. Jeez. Do it. Do it. We get so lucky when they do that. Because they didn't used to do that. Like I said before, they would just kind of flop around. Oh my goodness. I wasn't even paying attention. I was just lost in thought. I am so sorry. I don't even think I saved since the last fight. Sweet. Ooh, I almost touched it. One can learn only by making mistakes. In which case I'm going to go ahead and drop this into dexterity, because the more dex we have, that means we can use a shield, right? So let's go that direction. Kind of a silly little area of enemies. Nothing too crazy, so we got lucky. Book? Look, we get to read another book. Oh my goodness, so many books down here. This is the place to go. Okay, the only one we want to hit is that one. Thanks. Come on, heal. Elemental? I'll take it if it's worth a lot of money. Okay, looks like we went ahead and we cleared level 22. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you in the next video for level 23 of the Underground Cathedral. Peace. Hey guys, welcome back for level 23 of the Underground Cathedral. Fingers crossed for cool monsters. Let's go ahead and open the door and see what we're up against. Demons? Okay. Ooh, something is pretty hard over there. I know I'm taking a risk. We got lucky. Yeah, we got lucky. You know what? Let's try to backtrack just in case we get pushed back. We'll have a place to run to. Okay, so all the pots are bad. 13 monsters. I don't see them. Don't see the monsters? I see the monsters now. They're really dark. Valor. Close. You almost got us. No doubt at this point we could use some better gear. But, you know, we're still surviving, so... I take that back. I take it back. Uh-oh, uh-oh. They got out. We all knew what was happening. Excellent so far. Oh my goodness. They get some, like, really good hits in. Wow. Okay, I got 10 seconds. Awesome, we did it. Wow. Look at all those poor innocent people who just didn't make it. so glad that we didn't waste any of those perk points so far. Last time I tried to use pots to my advantage, things did not work out. I had to. I just had to see what was in it. It's still a nice little spot to go ahead and hide in, as long as we don't hold shift to attack and then just, you know, click to the left. Oh boy. I wasn't planning on that. Who knows, maybe they go down really easy. Not too bad. I thought he might push me back. Okay, so not bad. Level 23, something special about you, I just know it. I did not mean to hit that. A unique. I'm going to go ahead and retreat. Black Death. Never stood a chance. And we got a ring. But is it unique? Time will tell. Oh, he was in my blind spot. I didn't realize there were two of them. Oh my goodness. A unique amulet. I know you guys are just as pumped as I am. What is that? I don't know what that looks like. But let's see what it does. Fire element, 35% damage. Starfire. Man. Why can't we have like a smart loot filter so that I can find something that I want? But it's cool. I mean, it's a cool piece of jewelry. Just sad that, you know, we're still using what we found like forever ago. You know what? No, I'm not disappointed because that's actually pretty sweet. Could have been ring though. They are trying to cut me off, I think. And failed. Ah, it was a griffin shield. And it is no good. Trash. Just gonna go ahead and throw it on the ground and move on. You know what? Full mana potion? Sure, I'll take it. Okay, well, I suppose we'll just go ahead and open the door to the south, see what's on the other side. That's cool. I'm not opposed to fighting these guys. But those dragon-looking creatures, Balors, those guys are tough. Okay, we got really lucky they did not push us away from the door. We'd have to just run away. I think they dropped a sword. Might be something worth looking at as far as chippy goes. It was a sword, but it was a socketed sword. Not a bad fight. Might as well take a gander. 6 to 19. Well, at least we're looking forward to an upgrade, right? Unfortunately, we do have to retreat. If we're lucky enough, because they are super fast. I expect nothing less. Why is he running around? Annoying. We got him. Sure wish we got more XP. This is gonna be a long one. What was that? A beast? And undead? Goats? What? He made every hit count. Man, those guys are tough. At least we got some money. We can go ahead and repair and get some health potions next time we go to town. Pretty challenging areas. Sounded like unique, maybe? Not too bad. Oh boy. gonna see what I get away with. I'm gonna run. I take it back. Gore here? Ouch. He has 4,000 hit points. That's quite a lot. And he was hit me really hard, like out of nowhere. Oh, I see. Fury. I lost my Fury. I gotta retreat, I gotta retreat. Quite the fight. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm gonna go ahead and go back to town, mainly because if we end up fighting another group of enemies, the last thing I want to do is have to restart because we're not prepared. Okay, we can make some money. So, Terror Bludgeon. That's actually not bad. It's not gonna beat what I have right now because, again, it's specific for demons, but that's pretty cool. And yeah, just look at that, 609 gold pieces. Man, that hurts so much. But I'm glad, I think I mentioned this as well before, I'm glad that traps do so much damage. Be very mindful of that. I'm afraid of no goat. I just don't get it. It has Demi. It sounds like it would be amazing. Excuse me. Free money? I'll take that. Look like we made an extra 500. No, the door's closed. Right, if he knocks me back, it's pretty much over. Come on. Okay, good. So far. Good so far. Come on, I am running out of fury. Good so far. Oh my goodness. I let go of shift, my character moved, and it was over immediately. There's no chance. And if I have to get pushed back, I have no idea where I'm gonna run. At this pace, I'm going to run out of fury. I gotta make sure I got all my rings on, my demon rings ready. Okay, I have to retreat, but where am I gonna go? Where am I gonna go? Doesn't seem like I can really go anywhere. I might be able to cut and go into a circle. Dodging? Really? Can he dodge me with all of my dexterity and accuracy? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. He hits so hard. But he regenerates slow. Oh, look at that. We got a crit. We got a critical hit. Okay, so we can win this. I think we can win this. Nerve-wracking. Jeez. Come on, critical hits. Oh my goodness. Am I gonna lose this? He just tried to cut me off, and he was successful. Come on, come on. So close. I'll restock the potions. I don't care. I don't want to deal with this again. Black Tongue, Death Bite. We got him. All this is preparing us to go back and fight the devil. Oh, he's a beast. I was thinking of the fight with Diablo. Looks like this might be the end of us. This is probably going to be the end of us. Retreat.
Not enough mana.
Oh boy. That's okay. Freeze lock. Okay, so at least we have a general idea that they are actually throwing cold. Like we know definitively. You got nothing, buddy? Oh boy, look at that. Looks like we found another rare and a scaled leather belt. Yeah, let's go ahead and check it out right now. Resist cold 31. That would have been ideal before the fight. It looks like one of those armor pieces that we'll just hold onto for the sake of somebody who does and dishes out like crazy amounts of cold damage. 12 to dex, resist all 5, and 9 to strength. What do they call it? Grin of Faded Visions. Excuse me. A magic? I'm not even going to pronounce that anymore. A sweet piece of armor that's magic? Let me go pick it up. I dodged it. I mean, I didn't dodge it. I blocked it. Which never happens. I don't think Griswold sells anything higher than this at the moment, and I don't know if he sells based on my level or how far I made it in the game or what difficulty. Again, you know, we're just kind of learning as we go. Do I really want to back myself to a corner? In which case I would say, well, it's kind of like almost too late. And I have to wait a whole minute for the Fury cooldown. Yeah, I think we can do this. I think we can do this. Yep, not getting a crazy amount of XP like we did before. All in due time, right? Maybe that shrine to redistribute our points was not so good. And I think I dumped him into dexterity instead of putting him back into strength for the strong arm. Oh my goodness, I'm all over the place. Got him. Book of something. Book of Ball Lightning, extra 600 I think, in my pocket. And I accept. Ugh, traps. What can you do? I know some of you are thinking, well, there's a perk point that reduces 80% trap damage. In which case I would say, yeah, but no, because who does that? Well, well, well. We've taken many lives this gameplay. Many. Again, who really is the bad guy in all of this? Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you in the next level of the Underground Cathedral, level 24. Peace. Hey guys, welcome back to level 24 of the Underground Cathedral, but before we begin, we have one important thing that we have to do. Side quests. And up first, we have the City of the Damned. Remember the priest? Well, maybe we can actually do some damage this time. I believe we're up against, what, demons? Got my demon ring. I'm gonna take a risk. Kinda. You know, we're doing much better, regardless of being completely surrounded. There's no way that was it. That was what was causing us so much... Never mind. Never mind. I retract it. There were so many more. I was like, they can't be all. And it was not. Alright, buddy. Don't get sloppy. We're getting lucky with some of these hits, these immediate KOs, insta-KOs. So that's where the Book of Golem was. I remembered that we found it. I was like, oh, what did I sell it for? No, we never sold it. Because we just found it. And that battle shield again. Wow, I can't wait to use something like that. Oh my goodness. Beasts, what else is... I think it's just beasts. We have 30 seconds on our Fury cooldown, so that's not going to help us. I probably should have thought about that. Oh my goodness. Survivability is definitely increased. Oh, that's right. There's no point in picking things up and identifying them. Unless I can bring it to town and save. I mean, I guess I'll just hold onto it. Being able to progress, this is exciting. Looks like we got some demons, some more demons, and maybe some more snakes, but at least we know what we are up against. certainly some unfriendly folk. Man, I tell you, with the way this game is so difficult when it comes to a quest zone, they pretty much put you in a position where you have to remake the game. Now, we haven't done that yet, but we have certainly come close. And if we can't, if we can't finish the expansion, then we have to. The unfortunate side is our side quests. We might not get the same side quests again. Oh wow, look at that! It looks like a Travingle guy from Diablo 2 in the in the Travingle. A demon priest? Ugh. I don't know if I would ever look at that and think, oh no, at one point or another you were a priest. What happened, buddy? Oh boy. I didn't plan on that. Looks like we have a beast. Super slow. Which one to attack first, though? Also, one of the big issues with that giant guy right there, what is he called? A corpse something, is that when he loses hit points, he eats the dead bodies, so I would probably kill the ads first. Just because if I have to chase him down while he's eating and regenerating, it's like... I feel like it's just a really bad idea. Corpse eater, there we go. Of course I have to retreat. Sneaky bee. What's that? Scorpion? Something like that? Stinger? Thank you for the garnet. The identify. What is that? I recognize it from Diablo 2. He spawns enemies. Or he used to. Or he would also cause them to explode. It's been a while. Well, they are easy to kill. So we got lucky there. I'm just gonna have to back up and heal a little bit. They're attacking so fast, there's nothing I could do. Don't tell me they're spawning those. Those super annoying... Yes, they are. I'm not going to be taken out by this. By the likes of this, I hope. Certainly doing a lot of damage. We're still doing pretty good though. Look at all those health potions. Of course they attacked me when I was vulnerable. Do these guys actually count as enemies? Oh, good, they do. And there they are. Looks like we got some demons. And here we go with the whole backtracking just like we talked about. Like literally just seconds ago. I gotcha, you little salamander. A destroyer, huh? You ain't nothing. But the XP is really nice. we might even be able to get a level. And then our dreams are going to come true with our synergy. Oh my goodness, don't tell me. Do I need 110 strength? I think I do. I might as well just not hope anymore. Oh boy, they almost got me. And the kiting begins. What do you mean 142 monsters? There's no way. Oh, I get it now. These things are gonna get in the way. We better not mess this up. Oh no, they're flanking me. Super smart. Yes, I know we got stuck. Man, I don't want to die and have to do this again. Even now, this is still a really challenging area. Man, I wonder how many of those stingers are floating around now. Hopefully a lot. Did you get XP? You do not get XP. Oh, that's such a bummer. I would have milked it, absolutely. Surely I can kill him faster than they can lay him. Why don't they just die like when the mother dies? I like them though. It adds a little bit of confusion and anxiety because you kind of sort of don't know how to handle the situation. When you look at everybody and how quickly they move, you're like, okay, well, where am I going to go? How am I going to maneuver? Where am I going to put my back against the wall? Switching between your weapons. I mean, that could have been it for me. Played a little loosely right there. Looks like we still have plenty of health potions. High five to that. Bam. Contaminators, that's what they call them. Having those babies everywhere. Super annoying. How many do they lay for real? Chain lightning? There's so many of them, I think that somebody's making the contaminators, who's making the little stingers. I hope that's not the case. Because even though I'm doing fairly well, I'm not sure I'll be able to get ahead with that kind of reproductive system. And I'll never know how many real enemies we have left. I was wondering why there was so much empty space. And I admit, I did forget about Fury. Uh-oh, that was a bad move. Unforgivable. I might as well just use it right now, I suppose. And we have a little bit of fury, just a little bit left over. Oh crap. Right, we got one. We got another one. Super close. $5,000 gold pieces. At least for the moment. demon right here. You are not going to surround me like that. There he is. Wielder of Shadow Fang. Really? That is not creative. But I guess I know who has it. Come on, come as quick as possible. So he's the only guy left. I think he's a demon. You can hear his... yeah. He's actually undead. I hope he does not hit that hard. We got this. Come on, in with a crushing blow. I did not mean to hit that button.
I gotta pawn some of this stuff. Why they fear this weapon.
Of course I'm going to get rid of the shield.
I can see why they fear this weapon.
Why? What is it that you see? I'm gonna kill all your children. $24 now. They are laying them pretty quick. Looks like we got some easy money.
I gotta pawn some of this stuff.
Sure. Just because I'm fairly confident that we're gonna be fine. We're not gonna die. 1,500, an extra 1,500 gold pieces. Hey, that's the repair bill. 1,500 to 2,000 anyway. Well. Looks like this is the end. Maybe, maybe not. To the Hellforge, there is another level. Well, that means then we are going to make another video. So I will see you guys in the next video for the Hellforge. Peace. Hey guys, welcome back for part 2 of the Hellforge. Here we have the Shadowfang. Let's go ahead and talk to the priest.
Light be praised! You found the cursed demon blade. Only its destruction can ensure the safety of us all. Wait, what treachery is this? Oh, it burns! Hellfire, consuming me! You must take this to the Hellforge and cast it in before...
All right.
This blade must be destroyed.
Well, duh. I mean, that's kind of what we were doing. Okay, let's go ahead and head back down and actually try to equip this. Okay, you can't. I was really curious about what was going to happen. Onward to the Hellforge. 187 monsters. And decapitated bodies. Okay, beasts and demons. They hit hard, but it might still be possible. Okay, so right off the bat, let's go ahead and check out the resistances. Fire resist is 38. Yeah, we're gonna fix that right now. And right, I can't take this ring off because of the vitality. Hopefully not a big deal, right? Yep, definitely gonna have to cast Fury. I don't think I'm gonna be able to... They're fast on their feet. Fury was an excellent idea. Nice. Balanced sword, I forgot what the damage output was. 12 to 16, better than mine. It's minute, so it's definitely not going to be the replacement weapon. Yes, that's right, the lava people. Well, it's official. The horn guys are the ones we want to watch out for. And maybe the blink, because they are just annoying. It's like they were born that way. We almost got a level. Almost. Crap. Probably should have kept all those health potions in. Ridiculous amount of enemies. That was not a bad fight.
What ails you, my friend?
Oh my goodness. He's moving really slow, so they put a Hephisto in here, huh? What to do, what to do. I don't know how to fight this guy. Well, the good news is he's a demon. I got my demon ring on. Life pool, roughly 5,000. Hopefully he's the only one. Don't tell me he got lost. Okay, okay, good. Here we go. We're gonna fight in the spotlight. Wait a second. He has like 6,000 life? Something. I'm not sure how this is supposed to work out, but... Okay, so I'm fairly certain that we can win. As long as he misses. Wow. Well, I hope we can win. Come on, critical hit. Yep, keep blocking that hammer, buddy. We got this. It's in the bag. Thank you for the ring. Armor racks, a cauldron, four cauldrons. We'll be okay, right? What is going on down here? I don't know if I like this. Why are there so many cauldrons? Might as well just start touching stuff, right? There's the Hellforge. Here are all the cauldrons. Boom, we did it. Cleared. Let's go ahead and go to town before we put the sword in and touch the cauldrons. Ain't nothing, easy peasy. So here is the Shadowfang blade. Let's go ahead and touch the anvil of Hellforge. Aw, come on, you can't be serious. It's destroyed, but we got a bunch of blacksmith oil. Oh, that is not exciting. I have to pick all this up? What do we got? Drink and be refreshed. Stupid.
Too much baggage.
That which does not kill you? I don't know what that means. Wisdom comes at the cost of self. I think maybe they took one vitality, maybe not. And gave it to magic. They gave me vitality, the essence of life flows from within. They gave me vitality, duplicate. New strength is forged through destruction. Looks like we went ahead and got some strength. And we got wealth is obtained through diligent hands, which is greed bless. What does that even mean? And what good is that? Because we're at the end. All right, I guess that concludes, oh geez, what was it? The Shadowfang side quest, something like that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video for the next side quest. Peace. Hey guys, welcome back for another side quest. What do you say we kill the devil? All ready to go. We got maximum fire resist. As far as the inventory goes, we got our demon ring. Let's do it. I saw the light and I almost wasn't gonna finish what I was saying because I didn't know who it was. He got stuck. Well, wow, look at that life pool. I think we know who's gonna win this one. I suppose I didn't even really come prepared as far as all the life potions go, so I'm glad that worked out as well as it did. I didn't even think to buy potions, and I'm pretty sure I have more than enough money. I do. Bring it on, buddy. Well, he hits just as hard as ever. Oh boy. I actually have to run away from this? What? I didn't even have to run away from the devil. Who is this man? Lord of the Order. Well, he earned his name. He's tough. Seriously? We got 10 seconds until we can use Fury. But do we need it? Do we? I'm not opposed to picking it up. Wow, whoa, 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 whoa. I am mind blown. What kind of after damage is that? Ridiculous amount. He's got like 90-95% block rates. It's stupid. He needs to be nerfed. Absolutely. This doesn't make any sense to come across enemies like this. It's just frustrating. He's gonna break my stuff. Am I really gonna die against him? Come on. I just gotta hit him like one more time. Got him. We have accomplished so much without having to restart the game. We are truly blessed. Ew. Now I have to think to myself, after I killed the paladin, did I save? I think we can take him. Just a lot of them. There we go. I think all we gotta do is clear the northeast part of the level, and then we can go ahead and jump on another side quest. Here we go. I don't think they did anything. So, that is one more side quest down. I will see you in the next video. Peace. Here we go. We didn't live long last time. Hopefully the arrow damage is a little less severe. Oh crap, 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 crap. Oh, that's right, that's right. The paladins, they block. Like, really well. Well, here's what I can say definitively right now. our survivability is much better. Okay, maybe not much better, but it's better. I think we might be able to do this if this is going to be the case. I still don't know how to deal with the paladin. They block everything. He tried to go around me. I wonder how many hits it's going to take to kill him though. 2. Come on. And it doesn't look like they regenerate that quick. What is he weak? Okay, so, you know, at least he's weak against lightning. I guess that works out for us. It makes me want to buy a sword and then enchant it. Oh my goodness, look at that XP. 8,000? Love that background music. They're already pushing me back. If only the paladins just disappeared for just a moment so that I can kill the range, and then we can catch back up with them. So it looks like we are going to be fighting some demons. That worked out really well for us. Is he the only one? Oh, he's not the only one. I don't know if we're ready for this. I was thinking maybe we would have a chance, but the monster density is just absurd. Make a new game, maybe? Like a new game entirely. Oh, come on, there's no way. Let me backtrack and see what we're up against. Maybe some of them will get lost in the distance. Wishful thinking, I know. This is nuts. Okay, how about this? Let's run through and see what kind of resistances we're going to need to tackle this. Melee, arrow, lightning, fire, blood star. I can remember all that. And there's a unique right there, right? Oh, I died. Okay, guys, let me go ahead and end the session right now, and I will try to figure out what we are going to work on next. Peace. Hey guys, welcome back for the side quest. I gotta be frank, the side quest has come to a halt, but why? Well, if we open up our quest log, you can see that we have 2 quests, the Island of the Sunless Sea and the Maiden of Anguish. The Island of the Sunless Sea, honestly, I had no idea what to do. So I talked to everybody in town, but all the information they gave me was vague and lacked a sense of direction, so they don't know what to do. I looked online and they did know what to do, so I copied what they did and I still couldn't find the island. Sorry. So moving on to the next quest, we had Maiden of Anguish. It started off a little rocky, we made it through the first level. Unfortunately, we could not make it through Endariel's throne. We did the best we could without having to restart the game. So what do you say we go ahead and put an end to this and beat the expansion? Hey guys, welcome back for level 24 of the Underground Cathedral, and it's Violet. That looks pretty. It's like a bunch of blossoms down here. Arrows? Really? Projectiles? You had to put them here? Like in this level? What? Heliodor? I try my best. What is this? Sell in town for gold. I guess it's a nice little area to run back to. Kinda? Turtle helmet. Ha, joke. So far, I like that we are up against demons, because our demon ring is gonna it's gonna shine. I don't like this. Can they see me around the statue? Yes, they can. I took the risk. Are they not gonna fall for it? Oh my goodness. Is that arcane? He's doing arcane damage on top of everything? Which is fitting for where we are. Okay, buddy. Let's go ahead and put you back in the ground where you came from. Thunder charge. Okay, so it might not be arcane. It could be lightning. It could be both. A Spire helmet. Rare, mind you. Okay, cool, cool. Not happy about how much health potions we ended up going through. Again, because of our money situation. But what does it do? Crown of Doomed Voices. Armor class 6, -2 from enemies, resist melee damage 1%, resist magic 22, 16% of magic fine, 12% XP, 11 to dexterity. I hope. My bad. My bad. A serrated sword? Oh yeah, that's right. We did find one of those. Definitely next in class for the upgrade. That would be a pretty sick upgrade. Because even the stuff we think is cool isn't going to sell for much money. Unless you put perk points into Haggler, then it seems like you're always going to make money because Haggler gets you up to 60% off. And there's even a synergy to give you an extra 5 to 10%. So it's almost like everything is free. And it does affect the repair cost and enchanting. So it might be worth looking into, maybe, maybe not. I wouldn't suggest it. I wonder what the last guy is, if it's not the devil. Probably an experiment somebody made. What are they called? That was a misclick. I'm getting hit so hard with so much that I can't even like swing my weapon. Okay. Okay. This time we're gonna use Fury. Is it just you and me, buddy? Awesome. Just gonna heal up for a second. Gorge round. That was a close fight. Because the other guy stepped in. The Malcoif, I think we talked about that being like definitely somewhat of a keeper. I can't save because... Oh no, I can. Wow, resist magic 54. Well, that's a chunk. Guess it's time to Hulk out. And retreat just a little bit. Oh, he is juking me out. Leather boots. For the money, I will take the hits. I think I'll be okay here. And I was. Maybe. Champion. I didn't plan on that. I was a little too slow on getting to the healing, but as far as I know, this is how we are going to handle the situation. Until we can use Fury, we're going to go ahead and try to travel to the north a little bit and just kill other things. Oil of hardening. I don't think I'm familiar with an oil of hardening. This says +2 to durability. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yep, so let's go ahead and run all the way to the west, find the statues, hang out in the corner, and beat them to death with fury, with anger. Oh yeah, there was a champion, wasn't there? Okay. The lineup could be better. We'll see what we can do though. Too good. Okay, rebound. We got a rebound. This is not good though. I've got 20 seconds and where's the unique? Don't, oh, you gotta be kidding me. We lucked out because he couldn't keep up. What a disappointment. Oh boy, who's gonna win this? Us. Why? Because we're amazing. Who's left? Who wants some? The other champion? Never stood a chance. Thanks for the sword. Oh wow. He hit really hard. I did take another risk. Do I have any mana potions? No. At least there are a bunch of pillars to kind of help protect us from the arrows, at least until the goatmen figured things out. Oh my goodness, it was an accident. Well, there you go. I was able to get it. Instead of going right, I'm going to go left. It already sounds better. Yep, going left made the right choice. Oh boy, looks like we found him. Look at that. Check that door out. That looks pretty cool. Ooh, what's that? 8 monsters. You can't see any of them, and there's unique. I can't use Fury. I have a minute cooldown. I have roughly a 2-minute cooldown, actually. Hopefully we can knock out the ads, right? And then look who shows up. Dusk Shroud? I ain't scared. I'm gonna kill all your kids. Okay, so not a bad fight. Definitely in our favor. Definitely gonna walk away and heal. Thank you for the healing potion. And I don't think it's going to sell for much, so on the ground you go. Just one monster, huh? You think it's another unique? Or one of the children? It was a child. I mean, one of the children. Yeah, I don't get it. What's the point of some of this extra stuff? Okay, we found a battle hammer. I think we may have already found one of those, or it was a battle something. Probably overstepped my boundaries too, a little bit. But now we have the opportunity to enchant a new item, a new weapon, a new slot. Oh, it's going to be amazing. Or that's what I'm banking on, if I can pick it up anyway. Ew. I mean, the hit points were pretty cool. I'm not going to deny that. It's cloth. I don't want it. I don't think anybody wants it. Okay, so we needed 52 decks. What do we have again? We have 51. Oh my goodness. And thus, we will go ahead and keep it. Book of Hydra? I didn't know they had Hydra. They didn't used to have... No, wait. I'm sorry. No, they had Guardian. Maybe they took out the word Guardian and just replaced it with Hydra. Thought they could get away with it, huh? Thought nobody would notice, huh? This guy did. Where you going, buddy? To cut me off? I don't think so. I'm hesitant to say whether or not it's the boss of the expansion because I don't know for sure. But it's definitely a boss. Let's see if he is as tough as the devil. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? He looks just like the devil. And he has ads. He gets friends. Okay, so max fire resistance, just give an idea how to fight this guy. Oh my goodness. Yes, I do have to run away. I don't want to. I gotta restock, you know? User Diablo. Ooh, I'm sorry, Uber Diablo. 7,000 hit points, but can we win? I think we can. If he stays just like that. I think our luck ran out. So here's what we gotta do. We definitely have to go to town, buy more health potions. Our fire resistance was what? 85%. We're off to an excellent start, in my opinion. And yeah, I think we can beat him.
Greetings!
Gone, gone, you're gone, 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 gone. Relic of Etherealize? I have no idea what that is. Etherealize. There we go. I was recently playing Final Fantasy, so I wanted to say Ether. And this one you could sell. Aw, we're only gonna get 1,000 gold pieces for this?
What ails you, my friend?
Bring it on, bro. Okay, good. I wanted to save Fury for the solo fight. Man, he's all up on us. Why can't he just, like, stand there? Crap, crap. This is what the health potions are for. We knew what was gonna happen. Just keep going around. Okay, so we're just about to start the fight. If he would just give us some space. Alright, let's do it. I don't know what he did right there, but he completely took, like, everything away. Oh, come on, buddy, stop fighting back. Like the first time. Okay, so in this respect, with the whole knockback thing, this is something we're gonna have to find a corner to hide in to avoid that, because that's pretty annoying. Man, what is going on this time? At least we know how to fight the guy. Take out the ads, hide in the corner. I don't have any more life. Alright, let's go ahead and try this again. Off to a great start, I think.
Mana.
Because every time he hits you, you can't stock the belt. Come on. Ooh, that was close. This would be an opportunity to cast Reflect. I don't think I can, but it sounds like it would be useful. It seems like it would be useful. Okay, this is gonna be a close fight, guys. We got him. What's up?
This is the ending cinematic. I think it's the king's son, Albrecht.
The Soul Stone burns with Hellfire as an eerie red glow blurs your vision. Fresh blood flows into your eyes, and you begin to hear the tormented whispers of the damned. You have done what you knew must be done. The essence of Diablo is contained. For now. You pray that you have become strong enough to contain the demon and keep him at bay. Although you have been fortified by your quest, you can still feel him, clawing his way up from the dark recesses of your soul. Fighting to retain control, your thoughts turn toward the ancient mystic lands of the Far East. Perhaps there, beyond the desolate wastes of Aranok, you will find an answer. Or perhaps, salvation.
Okay, guys, I thought it was a fantastic game. Tell me in the comments what you guys thought. I might create a new character and do another run through, something like that. But wow, I was impressed. That game was so much longer this time around, and I want to go back in, and I want to keep farming. I want to keep grinding, see what the game has to offer. But again, guys, thank you so much for joining me on the adventure. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next video for the next game. Who knows what it is? So I will see you then. Bye.